Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. When you miss someone, most of the time, you're not missing them. You're missing who you were before you broke. Most people think heartbreak is about loss, about them leaving, about wanting them back. But psychologists know something darker. Your relationships, your attachment, even your confidence after they're gone, all of it is controlled by one psychological illusion you've never questioned. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. But here's where it gets worse. Most people never heal from heartbreak, not because they can't, but because they're healing the wrong thing. And the scariest part is still coming. Here's the harsh truth no one wants to hear. You don't want them back. You want the version of yourself that existed when you felt chosen, seen, alive. Psychology shows that after emotional loss, the brain doesn't grieve the person first. It grieves identity. Who you were when someone texted back fast. Who you were when someone wanted you. Who you were when your future felt real. And losing that version of you feels like losing oxygen. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. The longer you miss them, the more you delay becoming someone stronger. And this next part explains why you keep going back, even when you know it destroyed you. This happens because your brain doesn't just attach to people, it attaches to states of being. When you were with them, your nervous system learned a pattern. When they texted, dopamine. When they pulled away, anxiety. When they returned, relief. Your brain started confusing emotional intensity with meaning. So when they left, your brain didn't just say, I miss them. It said, I don't recognize myself anymore. That's why silence hurts more than rejection. That's why closure never feels enough. That's why moving on feels like betrayal to yourself. Your mind thinks, if I can get them back, I can get me back. But the reality no one tells you is that that version of you was built inside a fragile system. It depended on validation, on unpredictability, on being chosen by someone else. And that's why it felt so alive. If this is hitting you, good. It means you're finally seeing the real wound. Here's the truth you've been avoiding. Going back doesn't heal you. It just delays your evolution. Ask yourself this question. Honestly, who were you becoming before everything revolved around them? Because the version of you that disappeared didn't die because they left. It disappeared because you abandoned it to survive the relationship. You became quieter, smaller, more careful. You didn't lose love, you lost self-trust. And missing them is easier than facing the emptiness left behind. Your brain always chooses familiarity over freedom, even if familiarity hurts. That's why toxic connections feel magnetic. That's why healthy peace feels boring at first. That's why letting go feels like stepping into nothingness. Because when they're gone, you don't just lose them, you lose the story you were living inside. And humans will cling to a painful story before facing a blank page. So here's the psychological shift that actually works. If you want to break this cycle, stop asking why you miss them. Start asking, what part of me only existed when they were around? Was it confidence? Purpose? Hope? Certainty? That's not something they gave you. That's something you outsourced. And the moment you reclaim it without attaching it to another person, the obsession loosens. You don't want them back. You want to feel whole again, real again, like your life is moving somewhere again. And the hardest truth, that version of you can't be recovered. It has to be rebuilt. Would you survive this level of brutal honesty? Or are you going to keep lying to yourself? If this video woke you up, comment, I see it now, down below. Most people won't do it. Prove you are the 1%. And subscribe before you forget, because the psychology of what we cover next gets even crazier.